to roll.
Super ready, excited for the day. It's going to be an amazing day. Back to this.
We need more Philly. Gather two.
Best show ever in front of What's good, people?
Hey, two screens. That's twice the action, twice the fun.
That's right. My name is Erinn.
My name is Dan.
And together we are
Erinn and Dan. And this is Erinn and Dan.
But it's live. It's not Tuesday, and we're not together.
No, I know.
Oh my gosh. It is
Already.
Wednesday, August 28th.
I don't know about you, but I feel a difference in the vibe.
Oh, the vibe is so strange. You're so far away. You are 2 hours and 47 minutes away from my heart.
That is true. Well, not from your heart, but from your actual entire being.
That's so true.
Oh, I'm coming to you today from Flat Rock, North Carolina, from the actor housing in the Flat Rock Playhouse, the State Theater of North Carolina.
Yeah, that's right, baby. He is going to be playing Pontius Pilate in Jesus Christ Superstar at Flat Rock. And he's got a great little place over there. How's your experience been so far, D?
Well, it's awesome. I mean, if you know the show, you know Pontius Pilate's a princess track. So I've had about six minutes of rehearsal total. And the rest of the time, I've just been out literally just hiking around. This is the best part of North Carolina, in my opinion, is out here in the West, in the Smokies, the Appalachians, the Blue Ridges, all of that stuff. And just there's forest everywhere up here. It's very rustic and rural, and I love it.
I love it, too. I'm going to get to see it tomorrow. I was going to head down there today, but y'all, it's been a crazy week. We've had such a good week. What are you guys up to out there? If you're in the chat, you're already saying hi, but hi, hello, how are ya? We are live right now.
Thank you for joining us. I see familiar faces. I see some new names. Thanks for coming out and being a part of our weekly celebration. It hasn't been exactly weekly the last couple of weeks. And this is going to continue this way in all likelihood, because we're about to be on tour in about a month, which is going to throw off our schedule. But we'll keep you posted. And for now, just thanks for being here. We love doing this. We love having you along.
Yes, we really, really do. And I am so excited to see my husband, because I haven't seen him in quite a while. Y'all, last week, we had the COVID. For those of you who know what that is.
That's the Cove 4, if you're Roman.
It was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, I noticed on your screen you are still Erinn and Dan, but you are just Dan on that screen.
That is so true. I'm a fraud. Maybe I should change that, huh?
Speaking of being a fraud, what are y'all drinking out there tonight? I have a nice cold glass of Fairlife 2% reduced fat milk. And look, so does my little matching husband. Isn't that cute?
And that is because we're going to be decimating our systems later on with a fresh Carolina Reaper here on stream, grown from the ground by Jan Dirth, longtime viewer, first-time pepper provider.
If you have not seen a fresh from the ground Carolina Reaper, this is it right here. It is a gorgeous, beautiful red pepper. It kind of looks like heck.
Here's how you can see it the actual pod, since Erinn keeps hers in a bag like she's got a Coke problem.
I just don't want to touch it. In fact, I meant to get rubber gloves because I didn't want to get it in my eyes, because they say that's the worst thing that can happen.
No, I think the skin, I think you're pretty okay touching the outside skin. There's no capsaicin out there.
I'm pretty scared about it.
Yeah, but we'll get onto that later. That's going to be the end of the show. We're going to wrap things up, and we've got the milk going because it's good to have a little base in your stomach. I've been eating a lot of slippery fats tonight to prepare.
Ooh, slippery fats. And y'all, it's toast time, so we would like to We'd like to propose a post. We would like to propose a toast to all of you, because today, even though it is not National Telejoke Day, we are going to be celebrating National Telejoke Day. And so here is to all you funny people out there. Cheers.
Cheers. And I'm actually going to do a swapperoo, and I'm going to take a shot of the hard stuff.
Oh, baby. My Lanta coming at you.
Oh, that'll set you right. Yeah.
Guys, if you didn't hear me before, it is International Telejoke Day. I'm sorry, National Telejoke Day.
Yeah, they're not telling jokes in Dubai. Let me tell you that much.
Wait. They probably are. Dan?
I don't understand them.
Audience, go ahead and pop your favorite jokes in the comments. And Dan, do you have a favorite joke you'd like to share with everyone today?
Sure. You want me to go first? It's my old classic.
I mean, I think you should go for it. Instead of getting one long joke, I prepared a plethora of dad jokes that I will be shooting at you throughout the evening.
All right, hit me with one right now.
Okay, so what concert only costs 45 cents?
Nickelback?
No. Well, kind of. 50 Cent with Nickelback.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Hey, I gotta press these buttons over here. You guys, Dan usually...
Oh, man, I miss your technological incompetence. It's been too long.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Dan, hit us with your favorite joke for National Telejoke Day.
All right, so this guy ends up in a bar, and he sits down and he orders a beer. He's drinking his beer, and he notices a jar of dollar bills at the end of the table. There's stuff full of dollars, $20 bills, and things like that. And he says to the bartender, "Hey, what's with the jar of money?" And the bartender says, "Well, we have a promotion going on. If you put $20 in that jar, and you can do 3 things, you win all the money in the jar." And the guy says, "Well, what are the 3 things?" He goes, "Well, first, you have to knock out old Big Roy." He looks at the end of the bar. That's Big Roy. He sees a big burly dude with missing teeth, tons of muscle, 300 pounds, 6'4". You got to knock out Big Roy in a fight. The guy says, "Okay, well, what's second?" He says, "Second, Big Roy's grandmother's upstairs. She's never been made love to. You must make sweet love to Big Roy's grandmother."
Oh, boy.
Yeah, oh, boy. He says, "Okay, and the third thing?" He says, "Well, out back is Big Roy's Rottweiler. He's got an abscessed tooth, really mean, rotten dog. You got to pull that tooth out and bring it in and show me."
Ouch.
The guy says, "Okay, well, I'm going to pass for now, but thanks anyway." So he drinks his beers. A couple beers later, he's feeling pretty brave. So he slams $20 down on the bar. He runs down the bar, kicks Big Roy in the jaw, and knocks him out cold. Now, everybody's watching this because no one's even attempted this before, right? And he jumps off the bar. He goes outside, goes to the backyard, and you hear old Roy's Rottweiler snarling and yapping, ruff, 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 and then a yip, and then silence. The guy walks back in and he says, "All right, where's the old lady with the tooth?"
Hey! Oh, I pressed a button. I thought it was going to be the boom-ch.
No, that's not the... All right, we got some jokes coming in from the audience.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got one from Brooks Butner. Hey, Brooks, how's it going? What did the computer
say? It was dad.
Data. I get it. Keep those jokes coming in.
When it hit a wall.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad word to say on this show.
No, it isn't. Look at it. Look at the spelling. Look at the content.
True.
Yeah. Y'all, this is great though. Knock some of your slap us with your favorite jokes, your best jokes down in the chat. Bonus points if you just put the setup and not the punchline, and we'll try to figure it out on our own. That's one of my favorite.
Oh, there's one right there from Carrie Schweikart. What do you call a happy cowboy? What do you call a happy cowboy, Dan?
Let's chew on that one. What do you call a happy cowboy?
I feel like you are a happy cowboy.
What'd you say?
I feel like you are a happy cowboy.
I'm neither happy nor a cowboy.
Yes, you are. I know you're happy because you've told me. Plus, I still have these good vibes sitting right here, Daniel.
Oh yeah, we haven't told him about that.
Well, yeah, we did on the last show.
We did?
I think so.
Oh. Well,
but either way, here they are. It's good vibes in a jar from Erinn and Dan.
Haven't needed to open them yet, but sometimes it's good to have backups when you're feeling a little bit bipolar and you're having upswings. You want to bottle those good vibes. Just do it.
Yep.
Just do it, and then crack it open when you need it.
Absolutely. Oh, I found the answer. Well, I didn't find it, but it just came into the comments. A happy cowboy is a jolly rancher.
I get it.
Okay, I have another few, but mine are less like dad jokes and more like one-liners. Like I was going to try an all almond diet, but that's just nuts.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. There she is.
All right.
Powerful, isn't it, to have all those buttons at your disposal?
I like the buttons. I don't know what they do, but did you know that dogs can't operate MRI machines?
Because they're CAT scans?
But cats can. Oh, I just pressed the cricket chirping button.
Yeah, that's about right.
No, that wasn't a cricket chirping joke. I got another one. What do you call the security guards for Samsung, Dan?
Korean body welders.
Guardians of the Galaxy!
Oh, that was cute.
I didn't even know we had that. Okay,
Hey, we got one coming in. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Why? Oh, I know. because she was missing the ball.
She was late to the ball. She something about the ball. I don't know what it is, but
she broke the ball.
when it's Cinderella, it's something about the ball.
She left her shoe at the ball.
Yeah, something like that. Hit us, Daisy. Hit us with that sweet punchline.
Yeah. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Erinn, what have you been doing? Let's just talk.
Oh my God.
The audience.
Okay, forget the audience. Yeah, I had a really good week. I had a bad week and then a good week. I got COVID last week. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. But then it went away. Hooray. And I postponed my trip with my mom and we went to Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, baby. We had a lot of fun in Nashville. We walked around. We got drinks. We stayed at the Gaylord, not Gaylord.
The Gaylord.
The Gaylord Opryland. This is me and my mom in a recording studio where we sang a rendition of "We Will Rock You" that would make you laugh so hard. Did you see that video, Dan?
Well, yeah, but I didn't understand what it was. What is it? What does it do?
So at the Country Hall of Fame, you can go into a recording studio and you can make your own recording of whatever song you want to do. So we popped in some Queen and we sang "We Will Rock You," and it recorded it in the recording studio.
And does it give you the file to keep?
Yeah, but when they sent it to us, it was Queen singing, not us. So
wait, really?
Yeah. I think they wanted to make us think that we were better than we actually were.
That's weird.
But we also went to the cat cafe that is close.
Go back to that previous picture. That's my favorite picture of you of all time.
Isn't that a cute picture?
Oh my God, look at it.
Yeah, we tried on some cowboy hats. Those are actually Toby Keith's cowboy brand right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's famous.
He is. And then we went to a cat cafe. We also made goo-goo clusters. Guys, have you ever eaten a goo-goo cluster? Because I freaking love goo-goo clusters. And did you know, Dan, that it was named, the goo-goo cluster was named the goo-goo cluster because someone said, oh, my baby would like that. And they were like, oh, your baby who says goo-goo? And they named it the goo-goo cluster. But then the reason it's so famous in Nashville is the Grand Ole Opry, the GOO, got it and used it for their sponsorship for years and years, which is really cool. That makes
sense. Isn't a goo-goo cluster like a bunch of peanuts and caramel and chocolate?
Yes, and nougat.
Who the hell is deciding to feed that to a baby?
Well, this was way back in the day when they were, using hearts and horses and boogies to put it all around. So
I think you're making a good point for anything.
I mean, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, Matthew says you can get pecans also. Oh, yeah. Mom and I made our own personalized goo-goo cluster. So mine was chocolate with bourbon caramel, and then I put in there dark chocolate covered Rice Krispies, coconut, and sprinkles. So I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, and a little Nutella on the top. So it's going to be good.
I would like a deconstructed goo-goo cluster.
Well, I can do that anytime.
Just a bowl of peanuts and a couple of chocolate bars.
That's no fun. The whole thing about it is...
I disagree.
Oh, guess what else I saw? The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
I saw that.
It literally was waiting for me. That was my dream job when I was like 17. Did you know that you can... What?
I was going to say, without looking at that, but we'll tell your story first and let the palate cleanse.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, did you know that you can actually get a job driving the Wienermobile all across town? And all you have to do is drive and meet people and take pictures. And can you imagine? What a fun job.
That sounds like a perfect job for you, except for the driving.
That's true, especially a Wienermobile.
Quick, spell Oscar Mayer.
Oscarmeyer. Oscar Mayer has a way with
Mayer. Mayer.
Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah, everyone does. It's a Mandela effect. I learned that this week.
What? You learned that this week when I saw the Oscar Mayer Wiener away from you? We're connected in ways I didn't know.
You think that's weird? Here's the weirdest thing that's ever happened, you guys.
Oh my God, you guys.
Okay. So I never have sleep problems. Neither does Erinn, except for her night terrors, but she doesn't remember them.
Yeah.
Last night at 5:30 in the morning, I woke up and could not sleep at all. I was feeling swimmy and dizzy, and my skin was vibrating, and I was anxious, and my brain was racing, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Never happens to me.
And I had already texted Dan from my bed in Boonville, and then I said, I am sweaty, and my hands are freezing, and my skin is crawling, and it was the weirdest thing. And I was almost going to delete the messages because I didn't want him to wake up, hours later to all these crazy messages from his wife. And I was like, I'll probably be fine, but I could not calm myself down. And then there he was, being uncalm with me.
Having the same exact symptoms that neither of us ever experienced, never have issues with sleep at the same time. So weird. How weird is that?
So weird.
No, Susan, it's true.
Crazy. Freaking crazy is what it is.
I feel like it's like, you remember in E.T. where E.T. and Elliot are connected?
Oh, yeah. That's us.
I think I'm E.T. and you're Elliot.
Elliot. Yeah, you are E.T. Aw.
I'm E.T. I got that E.T. bod. The long skinny arms, the pot belly, the saggy breasts.
You do not have a pot belly, but you do have an E.T. shaped head. I think E.T.'s the cutest.
Wait, that's so savage.
No, it's
What's
not.
wrong with you?
Sweet. I love E.T. You can ask my mom who's watching. I had E.T. dolls when I was a kid. And
we all love E.T., but no one's like, man, I wish my head was shaped like
I am here because of E.T. E.T. was my mom and dad's first movie that they saw together, and they fell in love watching that alien in 1983 or 4, somewhere in there.
That is gross.
Crazy.
Let's move on.
Okay, it's time for the Dan Beckman Photography Picture of the Week.
Ooh.
What's this one, Dan? Tell us about it.
This was on safari in Kenya. Actually, I think that might have been Tanzania. Do you remember?
That was Tanzania because I remember that guy really, really well.
Yeah. That was in Tanzania at golden hour. Ostriches are everywhere out there. I like ostriches a lot. I don't know what the deal is, but I really love ostriches. And I love backlighting. And when the two come together, oh boy.
So good, right? Oh my God, I love it.
Bruce is aware of the tropes by now.
That's right. Okay.
I was like,
Dan, guess what? We didn't have a show last week. Do you know what that means?
Oh yeah! You get it's 2 weeks of learning.
I have to catch you up on 2 weeks of learning, so I'm going to go so fast. But stop me if there's anything that's confusing you. All right.
Great.
So, I learned first on August 13th. I learned how to play the game Fortnite. Yes, I did. It was awesome. We played online with our friends, and it was a blast. On August 14th, I learned that you can walk from Russia to Alaska on ice. Yes, between Russia and Alaska lies the Bering Strait, right? So when it freezes up in the winter, you can journey across. However, just because it's possible doesn't mean it's legal, because in 2006, 2 adventurers set out from Alaska to cross it on foot. They crossed 90 kilometers in 15 days before they were detained in Russia for violating immigration laws.
Did you know that we bought Alaska from Russia in 1957 because they used Alaska to build heavy water ice for Russia during World War II?
That's crazy cool. I did know that. Only because I enjoy it. Okay, speaking of Russia, Ethiopia is 7 years behind.
Wait, hold on. Is that Ethiopia's flag?
It is Ethiopia's flag.
Whoa, I've never seen it. That is so gnarly.
Isn't it cool? It's one of my favorites.
Cool.
But anyway, this is the coolest thing. Just like the Gregorian calendar, the one that most of us are on, the Ethiopian calendar marks Christ's birth as the starting point. However, following alternative calculations and all that stuff, long story short, they are 7 years behind every day. So unlike the rest of the world too, they celebrate New Year's on September 11th and Christmas on January 7th, which is of the Gregorian calendar. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Christ is 7 years younger there, huh?
You'll have to tell him since you're working with him. Okay, right. August 16th. I know this is crazy. No one knows where the name kombucha originated.
Really?
Yes. So it popped up around 1991, and it's similar to like this Japanese word called kombucha or something like that, which is tea made with seaweed with a similar appearance, but with unknown origins in Asia. It basically translates to red tea fungus or tea mold.
Huh.
So there you go. Isn't that interesting?
Sounds tasty.
On August 17th, I learned that Angelina Jolie tried to hire a hitman to kill her but he convinced her to stay alive.
No way.
Isn't that the sweetest thing ever? I
No
want
way.
to find that hitman and say, good job, buddy.
I do not believe it.
Well, it's true.
I do not believe that Angelina Jolie wanted out, and so she was like, let me find a hitman.
She did. She wrote all about it, and you can read about it online. It's the sweetest story, and the hitman said he couldn't do it, and he was a fan, and that she had made an impact on his life. So if you're thinking about hiring a hitman, don't do it either. Isn't that the sweetest thing you've ever heard? And made me so happy.
Not for you. Save hitmen for your enemies.
Okay, August 18th, I learned that in the town of Islewood, California, they elected their first mayor in 2012. His name is Max. He's a golden retriever.
Their first mayor was a golden retriever?
Yeah.
I think we need to normalize doggos in politics.
I bet you he's the most liked politician out there right now.
I want to vote for a doggy for a mayor.
You can't vote for Max because he died, but they elected another dog called Max too, and he's now the mayor.
Wow, that's less charming from a name perspective and everything.
It is a little bit. Okay, August 19th, I learned that the ice in Antarctica is made up of almost 3% penguin urine.
What?
Yep.
3%?
Yep. So there. On August 20th, I learned that the world's largest concert was held in celebration of Canada's 150th anniversary. Dan, do you have any idea how long this concert took place?
I don't know, but was Celine Dion headlining?
She was one of the multiple performers. It lasted 453 hours, 54 minutes, and 40 seconds.
That sounds pretty fun.
Crazy, right?
Canada can get it.
August 21st, I learned that wearing a necktie can reduce the blood flow to your brain by 7.5%. So if you're out there and you're in business and you can't think, maybe you should get a new tie.
That's why Mark Cuban doesn't wear ties.
Is it really?
No.
Look at this, Dan. On August 22nd, I learned that the world's largest butterfly is
the Goliath butterfly. The Goliath butterfly. The Goliath butterfly.
Oh, it says it's the Queen Alexandria.
Oh.
Is it also known as the Goliath?
I don't know.
Well, either way, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And it has a wingspan of 10 inches. If that thing came at me, I would be equally parts amazed and terrified.
Wow. Really cool.
On August 23rd, I learned that a single strand of hair can support 100 grams of weight, and all hair together can support up to 2 tons of weight.
Ow!
Isn't that crazy? It doesn't hurt, I guess, because
that has to hurt.
That doesn't look like it feels good.
Bro, have you ever gotten your hair pulled? People say ow when you just tug on your hair, man.
If you pull a good portion of like I'm pulling this and it doesn't hurt, but if I pulled one strand, it would hurt.
So, okay, great. Let's tie you to a car. Test it out.
Okay, next on August 24th. This is crazy. Do you have any idea what this is on this guy's back?
That's my ex.
Oh, no. Come on now.
Nah.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah.
Originally, Yoda on The Empire Strikes Back was supposed to be a monkey in a mask. This monkey in this mask, that was supposed to be Yoda. And they quickly realized that it wasn't the right choice, and Jim Henson made the puppet. Isn't that crazy?
That's so cool. And Frank Oz made the voice.
So amazing. Okay, on August 25th, I learned that this is the world's smallest reptile. It was documented in January of 2021. It's called a Brazuncana nana, and it's in Madagascar. Isn't it the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah, and I probably would have cleaned my cuticle beds before I took that picture.
Not if you had the world's smallest reptile on it. Okay, August 26th, I learned who Luke Combs is. Yep. I know that doesn't seem like a big deal, but I had no idea who he was. And we were at the Music Hall of Fame, and there's this enormous exhibit. I swear to you, it was like Taylor Swift was big and Luke Combs was big. And I'm looking through all this stuff, and it's like Reynolds High School, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Here's programs from Reynolds High School where he went and performed in all of these shows. So he's literally from Winston-Salem. He's an enormous hit. Congratulations, Luke. I've now listened to all your music. Don't take it personally. I just don't keep up with musicians. I'm a terrible person. But I thought that was neat. And speaking of musicians, yesterday I learned that Toni Basil was 39 years old when she recorded Mickey. Hey,
oh, she's the one who did it.
On.
Okay. Yep. She did anything else? I didn't even know who she was.
Well, she did that, and it was originally supposed to be called Hey Kitty, not Hey Mickey.
Did you know who Toni Basil was?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, you just said you learned who Luke Combs was.
Well, that's true. But I have sung Hey Mickey since I thought that was about Mickey Mouse when I was a kid.
Ah.
So, and that's what I learned the last 2 weeks. Woo!
Hey! That was intense and inspiring.
Thanks. I thought so.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, we have such a treat for you tonight. We have the biggest treat of all time. This lovely young lady, this is Sarah Jenkins. I have known her since I was 14 years old. She is a Winston-Salem native who appeared on stage with numerous regional and community theaters throughout the Southeast, including the Lost Colony, the Little Theater of Winston-Salem, Spirit Gum Theater, Temple Theater, the North Carolina Shakespeare Festival, Peppercorn Children's Theater, and others. She is also the artistic director, the co-artistic director of Spirit Gum Theater Company, and the owner of Design Archives Emporium in Winston-Salem. She's amazing. You guys are going to love her so much. So let's bring her on with a big round of applause, Sarah Jenkins. Hello. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
So
Never
great.
better. What an entrance you've made.
Right? Yes.
You are looking great. I was just saying to Sarah earlier, she looks like she matches us in our hot pepper shirt out there. But
No, if only I had realized I would have found a hot pepper or something to wear.
You thrifted that, right?
Yeah, I did. Or I got it from the shop and someone else had thrifted it. Yeah, so it's nice for a hot day like today.
Where
Yeah.
my thrifters at? I found a good spot for thrifting here in Flat Rock. If you're ever interested in, by the way, coming back to Flat Rock.
Yes.
Because you've been to Flat Rock Playhouse before, yeah?
Yes. I worked there when I was 20 years old. I was an apprentice. Or technically I apprenticed there and then I worked for the Department of the Interior doing the Carl Sandburg shows. That was how it worked.
so fun.
I got bored from Flat Rock.
So for those who aren't familiar, tell them how what the apprenticeship means and what the who and what Carl Sandburg is.
Yeah.
Well, Flat Rock Playhouse has a very long-standing apprentice program where, students or young people, I was between sophomore and junior years of college, can spend the summer there and be in the shows. You're in at least one of the musicals, and then you crew for a bunch of, I was on lighting crew for State Fair and I was in it. I was run crew for Bye Bye Birdie. There was the other musical. I did
so fun.
props for one thing, set for another. You just worked your butt off all day and had, dance classes at 9 a.m. and lived in the dorm behind the theater. So you're just literally up there on the rock and get to work with all these incredible professional actors. And it was a really amazing experience. I still have friends from there. And I just think so fondly of that time. It was so incredible.
And I don't know if they were doing this when you were apprenticing, but now part of the apprentice duties is that after we wrap rehearsals for the main show, at 5 or 6 p.m. they go and they now do a Theater for Young Audiences tour that they bring schools to.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so no, we didn't do that. We did the Sandburg shows, which I didn't say. It's Flat Rock is right next to Connemara, which is the Carl Sandburg home, who was, of course, he was a poet. And we did 2 different shows. Half of the apprentices did Rutabaga Stories, which was the really popular one that everybody loved. And I was in the world of Carl Sandburg that was like his poetry presented by actors that people were like, this isn't the kids' stories one. So we were kind of the redheaded stepchild of the 2 Sandburg shows. But it was really fun.
Did you bring that show to kids?
No, they came to us. It was like we were on the schedule. There's a little amphitheater by the house. So when people would come, part of it would be like, if you show up at this time, you can see this show. So people would check before they came to the house.
Okay. I went hiking my first day here and I walked past that amphitheater and I said, this looks really cool, but I had no idea what it was for. And now you have educated me. So
now you know. Well, if you ever want to see some really gnarly Black Widow spiders, you can just look underneath that amphitheater, because we had to store our props and set pieces, which were minimal, under there. And it was always a little nerve-wracking getting those out.
As a matter of fact, I
Crazy.
do want to see some black widow spiders.
Yeah, well, now you know the best spot in the Flat Rock and Hendersonville area.
I'm on my
more
way.
you know.
Yeah, for real.
I love that whole area though. Like I do think that Western North Carolina is just one of the most epic places on earth.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And I grew up spending a lot of time in Black Mountain and Montreat, which is nearby. So like getting to spend the whole summer up in that same area was amazing. And I was in school in Charleston at the time, so getting to be up in the slightly cooler weather of that area was also nice instead of the sort of muggy swamp of Charleston.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Sarah, what are you doing now? You have you're always doing something fun. I've seen you on stage a million times and producing shows a million times.
Thank you.
So what do you have going on?
At the moment, Spirit Gum, that I'm a co-artistic director, we have we have our first show of our 12th season, opens in September. I can't believe we've been around 12 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and it's Marjorie Prime by Jordan Harrison, who is a playwright. He also has written for TV. He wrote some of Orange is the New Black and some other stuff. But it's a great show. Emily Emerson is directing, and it stars Devin Edmondson, Brian Kilpatrick, Latimer Alexander, and Karen Bell Chandler, who are all wonderful. And
heavy hitters in the triad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we really lucked out with this cast, and it's nice because Brian and Lat have worked with us before, but Karen and Devin have not. So we always like to have a mix of new faces and folks that we know. Although the last time Latimer did a show with us, it was Pillow Man, which was like 2015, 2016, something. So it's been a minute.
Pillow Man, that's a strange play.
It is. It is dark. It's a great show, but it's definitely not everybody's taste.
Which party you imagine?
Perfect fairness, yeah. But anyway, so this show, Marjorie Prime, is basically it's about memory and age and like how basically it's a science fiction. It's set in the near future, and there are AIs of real people who are basically memory aids for the elderly or the bereaved, who sort of embody a lost loved one. And so it's very poignant, and it's about this family and the mom, Marjorie, is losing her memory. And so it is very touching and poignant, but it also is funny. I mean, it's very moving. And so that is September 13th, 14th, 15th, and 20th, 21st, 22nd. It's downtown at the Milton Road Center, or upstairs in the Mount Castle Forum, which I know y'all know.
Love that space. It's a great space.
Yeah.
For small shows, I really like that space. So it's going to be an intimate experience if you're not familiar with that space. But that's one of the best places to do intimate theater, in my opinion.
I think so too.
I've been really happy performing there, and the Arts Council people there are could not be nicer or more helpful. So it's great. I'm sure we'll do site-specific theater again sometime. We still remember our roots of traveling around and performing in all sorts of random spots, but it is nice to have sort of a place where people know that we are.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
You also mentioned Lost Colony, which I didn't know about until a guy I was working with said that he worked there every summer.
Oh, really? A guy you're working with right now, or
no? It's a guy I worked with a few years ago at a theater called Surflight.
I know Surflight. I'm just curious who it is, because I know some people who are repeat customers at the Colony. There's a lot of folks who come back year after year.
Let's see
You
if I
remember
can.
his name, Dan? I remember his girlfriend's name.
Lily Archambault.
Yeah.
But yeah, I worked there in 2009. I was in the vocal ensemble, or really the choir. It's, symphonic drama is not an art form that really still exists, but you have, the principals and the choir and the dancing ensemble, and it's like a little, what's the word? When you bury it in the ground and dig it up later, time capsule.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Of like 1930s musical theater with all
Yeah.
these separate groups within the cast.
His name is Joey Casella.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no, not someone I knew, but there's some names or people that I've never met, but I feel like I know them because I've heard about them from other folks who worked with them year after year.
Sure.
Annual productions, like the communities that like come around that. I love it. I think it's the coolest part. Like, because then you share roles, or someone who played a role, and you have your own specific memory of it. It's so neat.
Exactly. I've met so many people who said that they did it the year before, the year after. We know people in common. I'm like, oh, you played a red soldier. You had to wear those like horrible metal like neck piece and like the full red leather suit in 100-degree weather.
So is there like this sounds a little bit like Christmas Carol in that people who are into it, there's like a little bit of a hierarchy and you work your way up the ranks?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, or people who just come back and like they know all the in jokes, they know all of the traditions, and like the colony has a ton of traditions because it's been around for 80 plus years or whatever it is at this point. And when I did it, Andy Griffith was still alive, and he had played Sir Walter Raleigh. That was like one of his sort of like breakout things in the performing industry, and so he and his wife lived down the road in Manio, so he came and saw the show one night, and
wow,
his voiceover is still what announces it, because it'll be like talking at the top of the show about how it's the oldest consecutively running performance or whatever the spiel is.
No kidding.
That is really cool. I remember seeing it as a kid.
What'd you say?
No, I just said I remember seeing it as a kid. I remember going with my friend Maddie, and we went out, and it was like we walked through this long path, and then there it was. And man, when the ships come along, because it's right on the water. So for you, those of you who don't know, it's like literally right on the water, and they have actual ships that sail up during the show, and it's magical. It's
cool.
So cool.
What a tech budget. Right?
Yeah, well, they definitely yes, Matthew, it does. They work you to pieces, and they have the TAs that are sorry, I don't know where these fruit flies are coming from, but they keep zooping past my head. It's driving me crazy.
Apples in your desk?
Who are actors, but they also help put the setup. You all kind of have to pitch in and help, and that is heavy. You got to like lash it into place and then winch it down and all these things. So
the fact that you said the word winch tells me that it was no joke.
It was not. And a stage of sand. You want some calf muscles? Perform on sand
for
72 shows.
No doubt. How many shows?
72.
In a season?
Mm-hmm. It's every night except for Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
How fun.
It was fun. It was a great experience. I mean, how often do you get the chance to do a long run like that? Before that, the longest I'd done was 3 weeks, 8 shows a week at Flat Rock, which was also amazing. But being part of like a 60-person cast and doing that every night, and the final march, you're marching off into Become Lost, and it's very, very emotional. I had actually never seen it as a kid. And then went back a few summers ago with my best friend, because fun fact, once you've been in the cast, you get a free ticket every summer for life. They find you on they like have a roll of everybody. So my best friend and I went down to the beach and we went to see it, and I'm like sobbing as soon as the music starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love being a part of that. And like it until you do something like that, it's like almost indescribable, like the feeling of it, because it's like brotherhood. It's like our version of being in the military, I guess.
Oh, no, literally. It's like, because doing outdoor theater in North Carolina coastal heat is no joke. And like you work really hard and you're doing other shows too. But like some of my best friends, again, like with Flat Rock, or like I had done 2 seasons of the New York Renaissance Fair before I did Lost Colony, so outdoor in Elizabethan garb. I was like, well, clearly this is my job description. But it was good preparation for that. But I'm still such good friends with a lot of people. I went to the UK last summer with my friend Hannah, and it's a trip we've been planning since 2009 when we met at the Lost Colony.
No way! That's so cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, it is not International Joke Day. Oh, I didn't tell you what day it was, Dan.
You wrote it on the thing, but I did not understand.
Okay, so today I wrote this out just because I wanted to tell you about it and I forgot. It is National Race Your Mouse Around the Icons Day. So this was a day that was not internationally, just nationally set for when your computer is slow and it takes hours to load and you take your mouse and you just go like this around the icons. So it's a day to celebrate that. That is what today is all about.
Wow. That really is one of the top 365 celebratable things, huh?
I just wanted to press that button so bad.
You nailed it.
But it was National Joke Day. And because of that, I have prepared something for the two of you that I'm very excited about. It's a version of a game that we call
Trivia Smackdown.
Trivia Smackdown.
I already said it.
Oh, yeah. But this particular Trivia Smackdown is on riddles and jokes. So we've got 10 riddles, 10 jokes, and we're going to see if y'all can figure it out. So Sarah.
Are we on a team or are we batting it back and forth? What's going on?
Oh, I think because it's you and Sarah, I feel like you should bat it back and forth.
I like it. That's because as Sarah reminded me, this is how we met, was doing trivia on the internet.
That's right.
Yes, thank you. What was the community theater trivia challenge or?
Yeah, hosted by Matthew Cravey.
That's right.
Also where I met him.
That's so funny. Wow, what a weird world.
Thanks, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I met Matthew too. When I first met him in person, I didn't realize we hadn't met in person, and I just said, "Hey," and then we were like, "Wait, have we actually never? Have we actually met?"
It's so strange. I have so many people like that in my life where I feel like I've just known them forever, and then I'm like, "Oh, this is the first time I've actually hugged you." It's pretty cool. But okay, so Sarah, you will go first. If you get it correctly, congratulations. You will get 1 point, and I will press this button. Not that button. That button, because it's magical. If you get it incorrect, I will press this button. Oh, no, not that button. Oh, that's the button I was looking for earlier.
All right, well, I think we all get the idea.
Anyway, Dan will have a chance to steal. If he steals it, great. Audience, feel free to help them out, because if they see your comments in the comment, well, I can't help it. All right, so question number 1 for Sarah. What has a neck but no head?
A shirt.
Oh, that's a very good guess. However, it is not the one that jokes.com was looking for. Dan, do you have a guess?
Is it a guitar?
It is not. Any guesses out there? I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. It is a bottle.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the answers.
But actually, I give you each 10 points.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude. Go to hell, jokes.com.
All right, Dan, you get a chance to answer this one. And this one is a pretty good one. All right. I am an odd number. Take away a letter and I become even. What number am I?
7.
That is, wow, that is correct. That was so fast. I got to memorize these.
No, you don't. This is more entertaining.
It's just like, who knows what's it gonna?
Yeah.
What is it gonna be?
Well done. Well done. All right. Sarah, a bus driver goes the wrong way down a one-way street. He passes the cops, but they don't stop him. Why? She's thinking about it. I see her looking up and to the left. That's her thinking spot.
Yeah, the wheels are turning. I don't know why.
Dan, do you have a guess?
I don't, but Matthew just put up a good idea. Is it a parade?
It is a good yes. Well, he was just walking in general.
Oh yeah.
The bus driver
Yes.
was going the one way down the street, but he was just walking.
See, this is us assuming because he's a bus driver that he's always driving.
Making these assumptions, and we know what they say about assumptions.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's
Make
what we
no-
can't do, ladies and gentlemen. That is the point of tonight's show, is don't
the
make
moral.
assumptions. Do you realize that if we all stopped making assumptions right now, I think the world would just be a little more calm and easy. Oh, well.
Okay.
All right. Dan, you see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look back, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why?
It's not in the water. Wait, oh, I'm sorry. You see a boat filled with people, it is not sunk, but when you look back, because you're... I don't know if I even understand the syntax.
Well,
So-
Sarah, do you have an idea?
They all went below.
That's probably actually what happened. I'm going to read it with a little inflection. This will be an inflection lesson. You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look back, you don't see a single
Oh,
person
they're all married.
on the boat. Yes, they
They're all
are
married.
all married, or they're not single.
All the people
Woohoo!
are...
Yay! I love this. That cricket just doesn't stop.
No,
You gotta double tap.
I know how it feels.
Oh, this makes me happy. Okay. What is it? Let me try that again. What is it that no one wants to have, but no one wants to lose either? You guys can talk it out. I feel like that's the better way to do these riddles, because they're not like yes or no answers. They're more like scratching the
Sarah,
inside of the
A
brain.
My
job?
thought is, huh?
I thought it was a job.
That's got to be it.
I love this. That's a great guess right there,
Is
Gas.
she right?
No,
It's not a
but
job?
I also think that it could be, unless you love your job.
No one wants to have it. No one wants to lose either. Children.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah. Herpes?
Oh, funny. Well, no, I think you would probably want to lose it.
You can't. You never do.
So,
And that's,
so true, Betsy.
that's today's fun fact. Everyone stay vigilant out there.
Stay vigilant. All right, something that no one wants to have, but no one wants to lose either. A lawsuit.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know if I give that one my stamp of approval. You can keep that one with your bottle one.
Yeah, that's true. Although I think no one wants to lose a lawsuit, and lots of people would want to lose other things.
I don't know. I come from a family of attorneys. I'm ashamed I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That was a softball for you, I think.
I know.
That's why you're
Wow.
such a good actress. I feel like a lot of people that have lawyer families like have it in their bone and bloods, because they're always having to get up and be themselves. And
Yeah. Or like my brother, he went to school for acting, and now he's an attorney, and he was great in moot court.
wow,
He could stand up and talk. So,
No doubt.
works both ways.
that's so cool. Okay, next question is, where is the only place where today comes before yesterday?
The whatever.
I know you can figure this one out. Audience, if you have any ideas, pop it in there. I did like the gas idea. I also like the peace of mind idea. Oh,
I
it
think
looks
I
like
know. I
Matthew
think
Kennedy.
yeah.
Oh, so
Hey,
quick.
Jerry.
So quick.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah,
that's
okay. We
us.
get it. Everybody knew it except us.
It's very impressive. I like it. Okay. Let's see.
I'm embarrassed because I come from a long line of dictionaries. So,
Do you?
yeah,
you know-
I should have.
I understand.
My bad.
All right. A man and his boss have the same parents, but are not siblings. How is this possible? A man and his boss have the same parents, but are not siblings.
The doctor was a woman, you sexist.
But that doesn't matter. His boss could be a woman, and if they had the same parents, they could still be siblings.
A man and his boss have the same parents but are not siblings. How is
I
this
like that,
possible?
Susan. Parent company. That's cute. Not the same parent company. Oh, it looks like Jan Dirth kind of got the right idea.
Oh, it's his own company. He works for himself.
He is self-employed.
I actually thought of that. Oh well. Hey, I thought of all of these actually that I didn't say.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
we're
best.
trying to leave some scraps for the audience. You know what I mean?
You have to. Otherwise, they'll go away.
They will.
And we can't do this without them.
No.
I mean, we could. It'd still be fun because Sarah's
And we
big
have.
company.
And we have.
True. Okay, y'all. I make a loud sound when I'm changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but way less. What am I? We can figure this one out.
Like an explosion, a bomb.
A planet collapsing into a supermassive black hole.
That's the one. I make a loud sound when I'm changing. When I do change, I get bigger, but way less. A balloon is a good guess.
A pubescent teen.
That could also work.
I don't know. I think a lot
Any
of time
guesses, Sarah? Any thoughts in your deep dark mind?
The only thing I could think of was something exploding, or like a firework, But
What if I say you put it in the microwave when it changes?
Popcorn.
Correct!
Hey.
Yay! I cut them off. Oh, but the crickets are still going.
They do that.
It's good to know. I like this soundboard very much.
I know you do. I can tell.
Okay, I think this is the last question, but I'm not sure. We'll find out. There might be another one, but I think this is it. And I remember this question from when I was a kid. This is the first brain teaser I ever heard. You walk into a room that contains a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. You only have one match. What would you light first?
The candle, right? Because you use it to light the others.
yeah, you could light that. Then you could use it to light the kerosene lamp and the fireplace.
True, but remember, this is a brain teaser.
Oh, well, yeah, but sometimes it's like a bottle. So I just, trying to explore all the...
I think I set the precedent by starting with a bad one tonight. But this one makes
lamp,
sense.
a candle, and a fireplace. Oh, the match.
That is correct. The match. Woo! Oh, wrong one. That's the one I wanted. Ooh, lots of people coming in with the match. Okay.
Clearly, we need to stick to theater trivia, Dan.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap on this whole.
Oh, wait.
Is
I
that-
have
oh.
one more. I have
Okay.
one more for you guys. I thought it was the last one, but it wasn't. And I bet you can get this one. What has 13 hearts?
A deck of cards.
Yes! A deck of cards! Woohoo! Now, to be fair, man, that cricket, he really likes to play.
Yeah, well, we can probably get the rest of this one out.
To be fair, brain teasers aren't actually that funny, are they?
No, not at all.
So I chose this topic for National Tell a Joke Day, but I'm not laughing.
Sarah, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You're an intellectual and an empath and an artist. And I would like to know, we always like to ask our guests at the end of our rounds here to present something that might be on their heart or their mind or that they think that the public at large might need to hear right now. Do you have anything?
Yes. See, you mentioned this to me before, and this is the sort of thing that makes my brain freeze up. Something that the public needs to hear.
Or anything that's relevant to your life right now?
Yeah.
Tip your servers and be nice to people who work in customer service.
Yes.
Always. That's something that just always bears repeating. It's not very deep and profound, but it is really true.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is deep and profound, though, because that's somebody's life and that's all the time and it's happening. So I totally think that that's Great advice.
It's also cheap to be kind.
Yes. So true.
So true. I love that. Keep that one for a rainy day, you non-tippers out there.
Yes. Well, Sarah, thank you for joining us tonight. It was nice to hang out with you. It was so fun.
Thank you for having me.
We'll come and see your guys at Spirit Gum in just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Please do. We would love that. Hope to see you there.
Yeah. Hit us with those dates again for Mercury Prime.
September 13th, 14th, 15th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. And you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, Spirit Gum Theater Company.
All right.
Amazing.
Y'all don't miss it. 2 weekends only, right around the corner.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Like at Flat Rock, Dan.
Hey, I'll be here.
All right.
See you
Thanks,
later.
guys.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
That was a hard bunch of questions, Dan.
You know what's going to be harder?
What?
This next segment.
Oh my gosh, is it time?
Yes.
I am so ready, and I'm going to start to chug while you tell everybody what the segment is.
It's time to your mouth. Whoa!
What?
All right, well, that kind of seems deliberately misleading.
All right, y'all. It's time to hit this from the Garden of Jandur. This is the Carolina Reaper. If you're not familiar, my light doesn't reach here. I'd get it closer to the camera. The Carolina Reaper, up until very recently, the hottest pepper on planet Earth. It has been usurped by the creator of the Carolina Reaper into the Apollo pepper and now Pepper X. But this is still nothing to be scoffed at. And we're going to eat this. Huh?
Nothing to be scoveled at either.
Nothing to be scoveled at. 2.2 million Scoville units on the Scoville scale, which is the heat index for spice, which is spicier than police pepper spray by about 4 or 5 times.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm genuinely a little bit scared of this because I just went to Nashville with my mom, as many of you know, and we had Nashville hot chicken. And I got the one that was the XXXL. It's the hottest chicken that you can get. And I was burning and dying and going like this on the table and sweating. And I almost passed out. And I went over to get some more water. And I was like, I'm dying. I just had the XXXL chicken. And the guy was like, I've never seen a girl do that. So this is going to be even crazier.
yeah, and I've had bad experiences with Carolina Reapers in the past. My system doesn't always interpret it well, and because we're doing a designer run for Jesus Christ Superstar tomorrow, so I'm not going to swallow this. I'm going to chew it into a pulp. I'm going to let it sit in my mouth, and I'm going to spit it out and spare my intestines the gripping agony that often comes with raw peppers. And Erinn, I don't know if you want to do the same.
I'm going to do the same because I had an ulcer, and as much as this experience, I won't miss anything by swallowing as opposed to spitting. So here we are, Dan.
What?
I saw that wink.
I didn't do it. All right, y'all. Carolina Reaper pepper in full from the Garden of Jandur.
What do we do? Do we just put the whole thing in our mouth?
Yeah, to bite it off the stem and chew it up.
Which one is the stem? I'm genuinely confused. Is it this bottom butt?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a pepper.
Okay. We have no music playing, and I'm feeling very awkward about it.
I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to start this on the top. Just let me handle it.
Oh, that's intense music. Okay. So everything but the little teeny bottom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
All
Are you
right.
ready?
Well, cheers.
1, 2, 3. Cheers. Okay. Oh, God.
Erinn cursed.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Is yours pretty spicy? There it is.
Okay. Oh. Oh, my God.
I'm gonna get this pulp out of my mouth so I can talk.
Mm-hmm. Holy mother of... Ah.
All right.
I'm not gonna... Ooh, I definitely swallowed them, too. Woo. Oh, my God.
I will tell you that is pretty hot, and it's building a lot. There's a hiccup.
It's building big time. My ears are flooding. My ears are flooding so...
All the
I'm crying just a little bit. But
Don't touch your eyes.
oh yeah, I should have gotten some.
Oh
I should
man.
have gotten some.
Oh.
I should have gotten some. I can't even think.
Oh wow.
This is insane.
This is
I'm
this is
dying
so
right
much
now.
worse. This is so much worse than the chocolate.
Um,
Ugh.
it's way worse than the chocolate. I will say it's just about as bad as that XXX chicken.
Oh my god.
My mom says, "Are they hot?" I'm gonna have to take some milk.
Yeah.
No,
Mine's
wait.
right in the back of my throat.
Okay, I'm going right now.
Cheers.
Holy.
Ah.
Um.
Oh, it's just attacking the back of the throat.
Mm. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Gary says it's the first time she's seen me turn red. I agree. Oh my gosh, it's too hot.
It's fine everywhere except the back of the throat. It's just agony in the back of the throat.
For me, it's like the back of the tongue. Like it literally feels like somebody has a lighter on my tongue right now. And they're just going and going and going.
Wow.
Just because it's the first time you've seen me frown. I'm not frowning like in an unhappy way, but I am in a ton of pain right now. I'm in a lot of pain right now.
I've never had this kind of attack in the back of the throat. Oh my god.
My milk's almost gone.
Yours is almost gone?
My milk is like right on the.
Oh man.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, and I keep finding little pieces in my mouth.
I think not swallowing it made it worse because it was just pooling in the back of my throat instead.
The seeds.
Ah.
The seeds are crazy. I have to wipe my eyes, but I'm going to do it with my shirt. I think if I put this in my eyes, I would die. So Valine asks, what's the hottest thing we've ever had? I'm pretty sure this is it.
Yeah, this is it for me.
Like,
I've had Carolina Reapers before, but only in small portions or dried. I've never chewed off the whole pod like that. Oh my god.
My ears are flooding so much I can barely hear. Like, it's popping like I'm on a plane or something. My mom says that there's tons more ripening on the vines right now, Dan.
I think I'm gonna buy them and grind them up into pepper flakes.
Holy crap. Well, there we are. Thanks, Reapin' Hot Ed, for the Carolina Reaper. That was an intense experience.
Oh, it's still going.
And because it won't stop, I don't know what to do. I have some cottage cheese here, but I don't have a spoon. So I might just dive right in.
In 3 days, we're going to be doing a show.
Yeah, we are. You should come. It's going to be at the Sunset Theater. It's a free show. It is presented at, oh my gosh, I can't even concentrate. It's so crazy.
At the Sunset Theater in Asheboro, North Carolina, this Saturday.
Yes.
You can find more information on the Letters from Home social media page or our website. It's free. Come see it.
So come on out. In the meantime, we love y'all. Thanks for sticking with us to the bitter end.
Wow.
I am going to get off this live stream and I'm going to blow my nose and wash my hands. That was fun. Dan, I feel bonded with you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you under these circumstances.
Oh, crazy.
Whoa.
Eat one before your next audition.
All right, I'll do my best.
We love you guys. Thank you for being here tonight. Please join us every Tuesday or whenever we reschedule the show too. We love having you guys out there.
Someone,
I can't breathe.
someone call an ambulance.
But we love you, and we will see you guys